Tokyo 2020 Olympic medals made from 80,000 tons of recycled mobile phones, electronics.
Here's a summary of the article.
Olympic medalists unveil the Tokyo Olympics medals during the one-year-to-go ceremony at Tokyo Forum in Tokyo, Japan, 24 July 2019, with the opening ceremony for the 2020 Summer Olympics in Tokyo exactly 1 year from Wednesday. The medals are one thing organizers won't need to worry about finishing in time. The Tokyo 2020 medal project sparked the collection of nearly 80,000 tons of mobile phones and small electronic devices around Japan, which will be used in the crafting of every gold, silver and bronze Olympic and Paralympic medal awarded to athletes at next year's Games. There expect to be roughly 5,000 medals given out between the two games. According to Tokyo 2020, among the massive haul of electronics was over 6 million mobile phones, the project's website reported. As a result of the two-year donation drive, Tokyo 2020 announced that 100% of the medals used to make the Shiny Awards will be extracted from materials found in donated electronics and phones. Here's what you need to know about the 2020 Summer Olympics in Tokyo. Following a process of dismantling, extracting and refining, the metals will be fused into the brainchild of Olympic medal designer Junichi Kawanishi, who was granted the design opportunity after winning a competition held by Tokyo 2020 that drew over 400 entries. The design of the medals was released by Tokyo 2020 on Wednesday.
This post received a score of 40,760, with an upvote ratio of 95%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Relevant GIF on how circuit boards are recycled.
They completely skip the step of separating the metal from the board substrate which, if I remember correctly, involves the use of some very toxic chemicals.
This GIF was on the front page a couple weeks ago and someone linked some documentaries on YouTube about this step. The basic punchline was countries ship the stuff to third world countries where people poison themselves smashing and burning the electronics to get the metal in hopes to afford a couple small meals a day.
Don't remember where, but there's an entire city in China that only processes trash electronics and everyone looked super fucking sick and like most people were dying before 30 and in front of everyone's shacks was just piles of boards and shit and barrels of chemicals, no safety gear etc. Pretty fucked situation.
I think the city you are talking about is Guiyu. It looks like hell there.
I had no idea this was happening, thank you for posting.
£158 million of donated electronics was reduced down to approximately £71 of gold, £7,700 of silver, and £4,850 of bronze. If I save all my electronics until I'm 65, I might be able to retire on the metal value.
Greater than £158 million of donated electronics was reduced down to approximately £71 of gold, £7,700 of silver, and £4,850 of bronze. So all of the non-metal parts of the electronics is still X million pounds of electronics somewhere?
And plastics.
According to Subnautica, it's important in wiring kits.
I need more copper.
As opposed to Factorio. We need more iron. How much more? About 70 times more. How are we gonna get it all here? I have a plan. But the plan also requires iron.
Dude, I didn't sleep for like 2 days after I discovered Factorio. I'm so glad I managed to eventually stop living and breathing it. Ridiculously addictive game.
Whatever you do, don't install Bob's Plus Angels.
Why's that?
Bob looked at Factorio, and decided that what it lacked was more complex solid material recipes. Angel, meanwhile, looked at Factorio and decided what it was missing was more complex fluid and gas handling, including more and more complex refinement waste management. By their powers combined, the mid-game goes from a puzzle of your own making, how do I clean up all this pasta and make it efficient, to a hyper, 5D chess puzzle of resource management balanced on a knife's edge. Hours will be spent building the fundamental systems upon which the basics are built.
This is a great idea. It starts a conversation and exemplifies their values. I think it makes a positive point in a way that doesn't screw with the purpose of the medal itself.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.